White House. Harris said she wants to earn this nomination, and to prove that, she spent more than 10 hours making phone calls to more than 100 politicians, advocates, and labor leaders. Her campaign says it took in $49.7 million yesterday alone. That would make it the biggest fundraising day of the 2024 cycle. West Virginia's independent Senator Joe Manchin tells CBS Mornings he will not be switching back to the Democratic Party to launch a possible challenge to Harris' nomination, though he believes the primary process would be best. There's a lot of people that have credentials that could do a great job as new leaders. And again, it would help strengthen, I believe, Kamala and her position too. But that's already been predetermined, so we'll see what happens. And I think it's a mistake. Harris will make an appearance outside the White House this morning. CBS's Stacey Lynn.
The vice president is scheduled to speak at an event on the South Lawn celebrating the NCAA championship teams from last season. It will be her first public remark since President Biden announced he was exiting the race and endorsing her for the Democratic presidential nomination.
Political analysts say Harris could face a tough road ahead. Former CBS News White House correspondent Peter Mayer.
Politically, the country is the divided states of America. Polls show that Republicans are already mounting what can be described as a vicious campaign against Kamala Harris, purposefully mispronouncing her name, questioning the qualification of a woman who was a prosecutor, a state attorney general, and a U.S. senator.
Israeli public broadcasting says Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was briefed on the deaths of 2 more hostages in Gaza just before he boarded a flight for the U.S., where he's scheduled to address Congress and meet with President Biden.
This will be an opportunity to thank you for the things you did for Israel in the war and during this long and distinguished career in public service as Senator, Vice President, and as President.
Israel's military is looking into what specifically caused the deaths of those hostages. The head of the U.S. Secret Service is set to testify before a House committee this morning about the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. CBS's Nicole Killian.
Chairman James Comer says the hearing will be the beginning of the process to get answers to the American people, including how the gunman made it on top of the roof.
S&P futures are up 35. Dow futures ahead 76. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 62 degrees.